Josh Smith with GottaBeMobile.com. I'm going to tell you what you need to know about the iPhone 6s release date. Now, you can ask your iPhone as well. Give me a hint.
Look deep within yourself and you will find the answer, especially on September 9th.
So September 9th is when Apple's going to hold their next event, and you can ask Siri this on any device. This is iOS 9, which is why it looks a little different. After September 9th, we expect that the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus pre-orders will start on September 11th. That's a Friday. Plan on midnight Pacific, which is about 3:01 a.m. Eastern, and you'll be staying up late if you want to do a pre-order for that. The actual iPhone 6s release date is probably going to come on September 18th. Expect to see it at Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, Best Buy, Apple stores, and other retailers. Many of them will probably open early, and there will be lines. Now, as far as your actual iPhone 6s and iPhone 6s Plus go, we don't have those new models. This is last year's model, but we can expect the same 4.7-inch and 5.5-inch display. Now, count on a very similar overall resolution. Don't really expect that to change much, but we do expect one major new feature. Now, one of the new features is coming to the display. It's from the Apple Watch and from the Apple touchpad. Now, when we have something on the screen, we can do a single tap or touch to interact with it, but we expect force touch on the iPhone 6s and iPhone 6s Plus. So I'm going to push, and I'm not going to push and hold, I'm just going to push with more pressure. And as I do that, it pops up with this clear all. So if I don't do that and I tap on it once, it's going to open that. But if I push with pressure, it's going to give me the option to clear all. So we expect to see something like that on the new iPhone, where you'll be able to push with more pressure and it will figure that out and allow you to do different actions with that. Now, as far as the actual iPhone 6s design goes, expect very similar overall looks. Curves on the sides, rounded corners, antenna lines on both models. Nothing real big to change there. One thing that we do expect is a new rose gold color. This is not going to be the 18 karat gold that you see on the Apple Watch, but if you go look at the Apple Watch color, expect a similar hue on this area. And we also expect to see white on the front of that model. So white on the front, rose gold on the back. That's probably going to be the really only outward identifier to let you know that someone has a new iPhone 6s or iPhone 6s Plus. We do expect the camera will probably still stick out slightly. One internal change that is big news is we expect to see stronger aluminum here. Right now, the aluminum on the iPhone 6 Plus and 6 came under fire last year because people found it too easy to bend. This year, expect a Series 7000 aluminum that's most often used in aerospace. Samsung just built it into their Note 5, which is a phone that's in this size range. And with that, we've already seen alleged parts tested, and they're much stronger than the aluminum used on these two models from last year. So hopefully that'll strengthen that up so that if you're torquing it or putting it in a pocket or something like that, you're going to have less chance of actually bending the device. Now, when it comes to iPhone camera upgrades, we expect that we'll see a twofold increase this year. First off, on the back of the device, expect a jump from the 8 megapixel camera to a 12 megapixel camera, and rumors suggest it'll be able to record 4K video. Now, we don't have 4K screens on our smartphones yet, but if you shoot in 4K, you can still watch it on your phone. You'll be able to share it, and people with a 4K TV will be able to watch it, and it kind of future-proofs that video, so you're going to be able to watch it in the highest resolution possible down the road. Another upgrade that we expect to see is on the front-facing camera. So one leak shows a slightly larger hole for the camera. We expect to see a camera upgrade there that will take better-looking selfies, deliver better video call features, and there is a rumor that we'll have some type of forward-facing flash that will help take better photos with that front-facing camera as well. Now, in terms of the specs inside your iPhone 6s and iPhone 6s Plus, an Apple A9 processor, more RAM, and more power efficient parts. All the leaks that we've seen have parts inside that are going to be more power efficient. We may see the battery shrink slightly based on some rumors, but it's still not definitive yet. Even if that happens, we're seeing the new parts that are under here that you can't see without us ripping this apart should be more power efficient than the iPhone 6 Plus and iPhone 6. So that's where we'll see hopefully some battery life improvements this year. Now, all signs do still point to a 16 gigabyte storage model that will probably start at $199 on a contract, or about $25 a month on a payment plan like many carriers are switching over to, all the way up to 128 gigabytes of storage. Now, we also still expect to see Touch ID on both models and NFC with support for Apple Pay. All of the new iPhones should run iOS 9, which you can see in action on our iPhone 6 Plus here. The new version includes some really cool features. You can double press your home button when the screen is locked to activate Apple Pay. There's a new Notes app. So when you're in the Notes app, you can now draw with different items. You can pull a ruler on here, and when you put the ruler on, you draw right next to the ruler. You can move your ruler, tilt it around. So you get way more advanced. We can even change colors. And when we're in here, we can take a photo and drop that in as well. You can insert a lot of things. So Notes becomes much more feature rich this year. So we're going to be able to do more than we could last year. And all of that will sync to all of your other devices. AT&T smartphones will get Wi-Fi calling in areas where it's available. So you can make a phone call over Wi-Fi. In this situation here, I have one bar of AT&T and I have full Wi-Fi signal, so I could use Wi-Fi to make that phone call. There's also a new news app that Apple is offering, which will allow you to get news delivered right to your phone. It's kind of like a Flipboard style thing. You're going to tell it what you're interested in, some of your favorite publications, and then you'll be able to read them right on your device with kind of a tailored look that takes advantage of the screen you have. We're also seeing smarter iOS 9 updates. So as you get an update on your phone, it will be able to uninstall some apps and then reinstall them if you don't have enough storage space on your phone to handle that. And one of the really cool features, if you go with that 16 gigabyte iPhone, is Apple is now going to allow developers to send you smaller apps. So instead of sending you the app files you need for this phone, and the iPad, you're going to get just the files you need for this phone or just the files you need for this phone. Something developers will have to take advantage of, but if they do, you're going to get the benefit, especially if you have that base 16 gigabyte iPhone 6s or iPhone 6s Plus. If you enjoyed this video, you can check a link down in the description where you'll see more information about these rumors and what you can expect at the Apple event this year. Thanks for watching.